Welcome to session 2 of lesson From Here to There. In the last session we experienced train travel. In this session we will meet some children and find out how they spend their vacations.
I went to my uncle who lives in Delhi. Earlier, we used to go from the railway station to his house in a bus. But this time it was great fun. We went by the train which went through an underground tunnel. We did not even come to know that cars were running on the road above the tunnel.
As you can see, usually long distance travel is done by train. Within the city it is road transport through buses and cars. But with the development of metro, we can travel through train even within the city.
It was my Bua's wedding. I met many relatives. We had a good time eating, drinking and playing. Baya came from America in an airplane. Imagine, he came from so far, but reached here in one day. Bua looked very beautiful when she was going in the dolly, also called palanquins.
An airplane is used for traveling from one country to the other, covering very long distances. It is the fastest mode of travel and cuts the travel time considerably. Palanquins is a traditional transport that was used in olden days. Now it is used only in the special occasions like marriages.
I went to my Nani's house in Kerala. Where she lives, there is water everywhere. From the station, we could have taken a bus or a car to reach her house. Instead, we took a boat straight to her house. It felt a little strange, but we had fun.
There are places in Kerala and Bengal where people stay on islands surrounded by backwaters. Boat is the best mode of transport in these areas.
We went to Shimla during the vacations. The bus moved on the zigzag roads on high mountains. It was very scary when we looked down. We had to walk long distances in Shimla. My daddy would get tired very quickly. We would make her ride on the horse. I never got tired, I enjoyed walking.
For climbing up the mountains through winding roads and ghat sections we need bus or any other road transport. At places where hiking is required, going by foot is the best option. But aged people can take the help of a horse.
My Kala lives very close to our house. Whenever I feel like going to her, I quickly climb on my cycle and rush to her place. Ma and Chotu have to take a cycle rickshaw to go to Nani's house.
Cycle is the most environment-friendly vehicle that does not require any external fuel. For nearby places you must always try and go on a cycle.
I went to my Mamaji's village. From the railway station there is no bus going to his village. So we went in a bullock cart. We crossed lush green fields on the way to the village. I loved the sounds of the bells tied around the necks of the bulls.
In olden days, bullock cart was the most popular vehicle for any short distance travel. Nowadays it is used only in villages. Having listened to various children, how they traveled during their vacation, let's answer following questions. Which all vehicles did the children travel in?
There were varieties of vehicles used by children to cover different terrains. I like to list bus, train, aeroplane, boat, cycle rickshaw, and bullock cart.
Well done. How would you choose to go from your house to the places written below? Write in the box.
As my school is very near to my house, I usually walk to my school. My relatives stay far from town. Hence I am going to travel by bus. To cross the river I need boat. I go across the field using my cycle. My Nani stays in far off city. Hence I am catching a train. My friend's house is nearby. I take my cycle to visit my friend's house every day. Market is bit far off from my house. So we take an auto and go to market for shopping.
You are right, depending on the distance we use different modes of transport. For short distances we can use cycles, autos, scooters, and bullock carts for village road. For medium distances we use buses, cars and trains. If it is a waterway we need to use the boat. For long distance travel we use trains or airplanes. How would you keep yourself safe while traveling?
While traveling we must always follow the instructions given by elders. Following traffic rules, keeping vigil on the baggage and valuables, and not going with strangers are some of the important precautions to be taken.
We learned different vehicles used for short, medium, and long distance travel. With that we have come to the end of session 2.